Hello friends, today we'll be going to talk about how to navigate to a record from Salesforce Screen Flow. So there is no out of the box inbuilt feature is available within the flow, right, to navigate to a particular record. So we'll be using a lightning web component within the screen flow. That can be the lightning web component can be placed at the end of the screen flow. So whenever the flow finishes, then it will be automatically redirected to a Salesforce record, right? So let me just create the new screen flow, and I'll be showing how to create that LWC, and I have already created that LWC, which can be available in my GitHub repo as well, and I'll going to talk about regarding that LWC component as well. So let me just create a new flow. I'll just go to setup, and we'll go to flows. Let me just create a new flow from scratch, and the use case will be taking few inputs for to create a new case record, and we'll be going to use case record variable, right? So I have selected the screen flow. Let me just create a new variable, new record variable for case record, and the resource type I'll just select variable, and API name could be case rec var, case record variable, and data type should be record, and the object should be case, right? And we are just good to go. I'll just click on done, and on clicking on this add element, we can just add a screen component in here. So I'll just provide the name as screen 1, and in here I can just place a section element as well, or I can just directly use the record variables. So let me just use the record variables directly. So under this fields tab, we can just select the record variable, our case record variable. We can just select, we can see this under these resources, this variable is showing. So I'll just click on it, and after clicking on it, it will show all the fields can be accessed of the case record, right? Case object. So these are all the eligible fields can be accessed through this record variable. So I'll just so since a product is a record variable in my object structure, so let me just add the product. In general, the product is not a required object in case object, so this is a custom field which is required in my object structure for case. And I will just add few more fields like case origin. I'll just add case origin and case priority. Then we can just add case subject as well. Then we want to add the case status, and that's it. I just click on done. So let me just quickly save the flow. Auto navigate to a record from screen flow. So we can achieve this requirement with different approaches. Like we can embed a Aura component as well. There are like standard controllers are available to achieve this requirement. But for this demo, I'll be using Lightning Web component to embed within that screen flow, which passes the record ID of the case to that LWC. In the LWC, we'll be seeing like one API public property will be declared, and that record ID will be passed from the screen flow to that LWC, right? So after capturing the case record, we want to create the case record, right? So in that case, we'll be using create record element. So I'll just search for create records, and I'll just select it, and let me just provide the name as create case record. And how to set record variables. In here we can choose like manually or record variables, since we have configured the case creation with the help of record variable, case record variable. So that's why I'll be selecting this record variable and create a record from these values. I'll just select the record variable, right? Case rec var. So this is how we can just create the case record variable, case record, right? So let me just quickly save the flow. And now the main part, after creating the case record variable, case record. So we want to navigate to that record, right? So I have created this LWC component as well. Let me just quickly go through that component so that how we can understand how it could be possible to do that, to redirect to a particular record in Salesforce Screen Flow from the Salesforce Screen Flow. So this is a flow navigate to record lightning web component. So it can be embedded in within the Salesforce Screen Flow. So it will just enabling automatic redirection to a specific record once the flow completes. So it accepts this target record id as an input parameter from the flow, and uses, we are going to see, and this is a public property, right? So public property to receive the record id from the screen flow. And we'll be using this window in the connected callback. We'll be using this window.location.href to inside the connected callback in the lifecycle hook to perform a full page redirect to the records detail page, right? So while the redirect is in progress, a branded lightning spinner in this HTML, we can see that this is a lightning spinner component is there, and it will show like please wait, those kind of interface will show like a loading component, or and it will show a message, simple message like navigating to the created record, and it will just show the record id, right? And if we just see the component XML, we can see that is exposed is true, and in the target it will be available for lightning flow screen. And this is the parameter we'll be taking in the target config property. There is a property defined like target record id, so this id will be passed from the flow, right? So description id of the target record to open. So we have defined this target record id as a public property so that we can just pass the value from the screen flow to this LWC. And in the lifecycle hook, as we know, connected callback, this lifecycle hook fires only when the component is inserted into the document object model, and immediately redirects to the browser to the record detail page. Note this uses a full page reload approach via window.location.href, right? So this is a few functionalities and the overview of the lightning web component. So I have already deployed this component into my org, so we can just use directly this LWC component into the screen flow, and let's see that. So in here, after creating the record, so I can just add a fault path as well to show some error messages in the screen if anything wrong happens while creating the screen flow as well. So let me just add that lightning web component first. So in the screen, so I'll just provide the label as navigate to record, and in here we can directly search for that component. Like in the custom component, I'll just search for that component. And so this is the component label, right? Navigate to target record. If I just open, and so in the master label, the name is already defined, navigate to target record. So we have to search that LWC with the help of this name, master label, since the master label is already defined for this LWC, right? So we can just simply search for navigate to record, and I can just drag and drop into this screen component, right? So let me just provide the API name navigate LWC, and we can see that this target id is showing. And in the target id, what we need to pass, the created case record id, right? So we can just simply search for our record variable, case record variable dot id, case record id, right? Case record id. So this is how we can configure the lightning web component into the screen flow, and we are just passing the case record id, created case record id, into that lightning web component, and lightning web component will handle the page redirection to the record. And let me just quickly add a fault path. If anything wrong happens while creating the case, we can just simply show that error message in the screen component. So I'll just add a screen component in here, and I'll just provide the label as error screen. And in the component, we can just search for display text, and I can just provide a API name as so message. In the insert resource, I can just simply search for flow, and in the global variables we can find this running flow interview, right? I'll just click on it and we can find this fault message. So within the fault message it will just show that error message, right, if anything wrong happens while creating the case record. So I'll just select it and I'll just make the color selection to red to make it more attractive. So let me just, after updating the color, we can just simply click on done, or we can just update the font size as well. We can just update the font size. I'll just click on done. So I'll just save the screen flow. We can debug it. For the time being, I'll be just directly activating the flow. So now our flow is created. So how do we launch the flow? So we can create a new button that can be placed within the case record page or case. So we can just place the button in the case highlight panels, or we can just place the button, the screen flow, so we in the lightning buttons, so list view buttons as well. So let me do that. So I'll just click on this edit object. So our flow is already activated, so this will be ready to be used. So I'll just go to the button links and actions. In here I'll just simply click on new action, and in here action type I'll just select the flow, and we can see that this is already selected. Let me just select auto navigate to record from screen flow. It is already selected. Let me just provide the label as auto nav case. I'll just simply, after providing this label and name, we can just simply click on save. So this got created. Now in the list view button layout, we just need to add this action, right? So I'll just click on this on the list view button layout. We just need to click on edit, and in here okay, so the button is not available. Okay, let me just update the, not from here, I think auto. So let me just delete this one. So we need to create a new button or link, right? In there we can just make that configuration for list view button. So let me just create a new button, label as auto nav case. In here I'll just select this list view button, or I can deselect this one, like display checkboxes, and in here I can just simply select like /flow/ on / API name of the flow, right? So we are just good to go. So this is the syntax we need to provide while we are selecting the content source as URL, right? So I can just simply click on save, and now this should be available in that list view button layout. So this got created, and we will be just going to simply this list view button layout, and in here I'll just click on edit, and we can see that this auto nav case custom button is available. So I'll just simply click on like to be selected button, so you can just simply add this created new lightning button. So I'll just click on save, and this should be available in the case list view button layout. I'll just hard refresh this page, and we can see that this auto nav case button is available. So if I just click on it, so the screen flow will be launched. And we just need to select these case fields, like let me just select a product, and in the subject I will just provide auto navigate to case record. And let me just provide the case origin, priority, status. So after providing this case field values, we can just simply click on next, and we should be able to redirect to the lightning to the newly created case record page. So we can see that we can be directly redirected to the case record page from the screen flow. And since in the last video I have talked about how we can create a custom notifications for a record, so using the flow, and if you have not that watched that video, please do check it out. So I'll be adding that tutorial link in this video description as well, regarding custom notifications using Salesforce record flow. So that will be a very useful tutorial for you as well. So in this video we have talked about how to create a lightning web component that can be placed in the Salesforce screen flow, and we can how to define a public property which can take value record id value from the screen flow, and we can pass object record id in this lightning web component. And based on that connected callback, we have configured this window location href, so that we can directly redirect it to the created record page. So there are different approaches of doing that. So we have discussed about like how to use that LWC component within the screen flow to achieve the requirement to auto navigate to the created record. So this is not about like for creation of the record. For anything we want to update, like to for updation of a record, we can also pass the record id into the LWC component to navigate to the updated record as well. So those kind of use cases we can perform as well. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So I'll be uploading more tutorials on Salesforce, Omni Studio, Data Cloud, Agentforce topic. So please stay tuned. Thanks for watching.